Everyone, today is Sunday, May the 23rd, 2021, and welcome back to another weather video. Today, we are going to be talking once again about the heat that is coming up. Of course, I talked about that last week, that the heat is going to start to pick up. Speaking of the heat, right now, it is very hot outside. Like, we're talking about temperatures in the 90s for a lot of the Southeast. So it is very warm outside. As you can see from this map, we are dealing with temperatures in the 90s, in the 80s. It is very warm outside and sticky. And I don't like the heat. I have stayed in this house the whole day because I don't want to go outside. I really don't like the heat. I don't like sweating a lot, bugs attacking me. I don't like all of that stuff. So I just stay in the house, in my air-conditioned house. Thankful that I have air conditioning because, I feel bad for the people who don't have air conditioning. But as we move into tomorrow, the heat intensifies, specifically into South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. If you live in those states, you're going to be dealing with a lot of heat. We're talking about temperatures reaching 95 degrees in central South Carolina. Some places in southern Georgia can be near to 100 degrees tomorrow. 100 degrees in May? Like, yes, these are going to be some very record-breaking temperatures possible for this week. We might break some records with this heat. And then as we move into Tuesday, it still gets hot, but the heat starts to build back into the Northeast. In the Northeast, like I said in the last heat video, you're going to be dealing with the heat as well, especially today, tomorrow. It will gradually get cooler in the Northeast, but it's going to be hot there too. But as we move into Tuesday, still South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida in the heat, but it's a little bit cooler. When I mean a little bit cooler, I mean a little, like 1 to 3 degrees cooler than Monday, but that's still pretty warm. As we move into Wednesday, the heat starts to pick back up again. And here in South Carolina, we're in the mid-90s, potentially into northern Florida, southern Georgia, almost 100 degrees again. And look at the Northeast. Some places up there will reach 90 degrees on Wednesday. So the heat is building back up, back in the Northeast. Thursday gets even hotter. Some places into Florida might reach 100 degrees. South Carolina, still in the upper 90s. But thankfully, if you want to evade the heat, you got to go to the Smoky Mountains to evade this heat wave, potentially. Because in the Smoky Mountains, they're going to be in the 80s. 70s. It's going to be feeling very crisp. Not crisp, but it's going to feel way better than the 90s. So if you want to avoid the heat, you got to go to the Great Smoky Mountains up here in North Carolina and Tennessee. As we move into Friday, you can see the Northeast is not seeing a lot of hot temperatures. Northeast is going to be in the 50s and the 40s, potentially on Friday for highs. That's crazy. They might have some record temperatures up there, but we're not talking about record heat temperatures. We're talking about record cold temperatures. Some places like Jacksonville, Florida, on Friday might hit 100 degrees. Brunswick, Georgia, and might hit 102 degrees. The Florida Panhandle is stifling. Pretty much the whole state of Florida is going to be in the upper 90s and the low 100s on Friday. It is going to be hot. Then as we move into Saturday, the heat starts to suppress. It starts to back down and go south, especially into Florida. They're going to be in the hundreds, a lot of places in Florida. South Carolina is finally going to get a break. Here in South Carolina, the heat will start to go down. We're going from the 90s to the 80s. So this heat wave is starting to go away. As we move into Sunday, some places in the state will be in the 70s. Some places will be in the upper 80s. But it's going to be way better than the upper 90s. Still, southern Georgia and much of Florida is going to be in the hundreds and 90s. the Northeast going back into the 60s. Then as we move into next Monday, the heat starts to calm down. But it is going to be a hot couple of days. If you live in the Southeast, it is going to be hot. So have your air conditioning on, because I know air conditioning is going to be on for the next couple of days. Stay hydrated, because heat is weather too. A lot of people don't think that the temperature is a big deal, but it is a big deal when you're talking about hot temperatures. So drink a lot of water, have your air conditioning on, have a lot of fans and stuff. And please, please, please do not, and I mean do not, faint or do anything like that. Stay outside. If you really want to be outside, be in the shade. I think the shade is better than the exposure to the sunlight, because that if you're in the sunlight for a lot of times, you can faint, especially if you're not drinking water. So drink plenty of water, have your air conditioning on, and if you don't have air conditioning, turn on your fans, open your window, even though it might get hot. Do that, because it is going to be a hot one for the next couple of days. So if you live in the South, please be prepared for this heat wave that is coming up. And then when we're talking about, if we go back to the radar, not that radar, if we're going back to the, are we going to see any type of rain? Yeah, we might see some rain possibly on Saturday, especially in the early morning. So, and then into Sunday. So Saturday into Sunday, look at those little pop-up showers, or it might be some storms into Georgia. But if you want to see some rain, you got to wait a couple more days. Potentially on Saturday morning, we might see some rain here into the Carolinas. Finally, it has been dry for a long time, but that is another discussion we will talk on the next video. Thank you for watching this video today, and I will see you on Tuesday, May the 25th. Yeah, the 25th, 2021. Have a great rest of your weekend. The weekends go by so fast. Don't know why they do that, but have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.